1, 2. Okay, can you hear me now? So we've had sound problems already. It's a free kick for Chorley. So everything I said in the past 5 minutes has gone to waste, but never mind. This will be a free kick for Chorley then, on that far side. Tweet me at Magpies Live if you're picking this up now. Here's Adam Blakeman with this free kick, left-hand side, right on that touchline. It's in towards that penalty area. It's towards the back post. It's fallen to O'Keefe. It's cleared away, only as far as Horton, who got into the penalty area. And Stephen Jordan has to clear the ball back up with a header through Challoner now. And O'Keefe tries to play the ball back. It goes out of play. Early chance for Chorley with that lifted free kick over the top. So apparently we're all okay now with the sound. Apologies for that. Here's Jan Yeomans with a throw. We get another throw here, come off the top of the head of O'Keefe. Yeomans will take hold of the ball here, down on this near side touchline. Lifted high, O'Keefe with another header, this time in field, but the header comes up from number 8 of Jordan Keane, and now Chorley can break forward here with Horton. Horton tries to go forward himself, and it's blocked off by Yeomans and cleared away by Killock of the Boston back line. It's FA Cup 4th qualifying round game, £12,500 to the winners. Not just that, place in the first round proper for the first time in 27 years for Chorley, or 20 years for Boston United. It's going to be a tough game this. Stephen Jordan has to sweep the ball away back to Andy Teague. He lifts it down the left hand side here, looking for Josh Wilson. Cleared away. Over on that far side now for the number 7 of Thomas, and Clifton gets the ball forward up towards Andy Teague only, up against Shimanga. Chorley thump it forward through Blakeman, looking for Carver. It's brought down by Horton and on the halfway line, but cleared away by Killock. And it will be a Chorley throw-in. 7.5 minutes gone here. Chorley 0, Boston United 0. We'll keep you up to date with all the other scores in the league. There's been 3 goals already. Nuneaton 1, Darlington 0, and Leamington 0, York 1. A break off momentarily as the ball sent up towards Carver. It's headed away from behind him, but it's picked up now by Jake Cottrell. Now back to Blakeman here. Infield to Wilson. Chorley starting to find her feet in this game. It's through to Carver on the edge of the area. Comes out to Cottrell. It's blocked off. And Carver will let that one go over on that far side. It will be a corner for Chorley. The game's, excuse me, the game's first of the afternoon. What's going on there? Oh, the referee's assistant, I think it is. It's given the free kick, given the goal kick, is it? Or the free kick for the offside. It is instead of the corner. Wigan 1, Southend 0, Spennymoor 1, Curzon Ashton 0 as well. So we wait for the goalkeeper, George Willis, to retrieve the ball. Bolton 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Bolton 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 0 as well in the Premier League. As Andy Teague rises with a header. It's out towards the far side for Boston United throw. Spennymoor goal was cancelled off, so 0-0 still in the National League North. Scott Leather meanwhile throws the ball away for Horton. Got the ball trapped between his legs and the ball's out towards Clifton, who gets a crossing on the right hand side. It will be a corner for Boston United. They get the first corner of the afternoon. James Clifton, the number 11, out over towards that far side to take this corner then, right-footed. It's towards Chimanga, who gets a flicked header on towards the back post, and it's going to be picked up here by Killock. Killock will float the ball in towards the back side of the far post again. That's gone away out for another corner for Boston. Scott Leather, it wasn't dealt with it, I think it was. Or was it Josh O'Keefe at that far side? One of the two. Got a clearance away, prodded it behind. Here's Clifton again with this corner. Second in quick succession. It's towards the back post this time. The referee's whistle goes as Jan Yeoman's got a header onto it. It's going to be a free kick for Chorley. Just coming up to 11 minutes now. Chorley 0, Boston United 0. Here on Magpies Live on YouTube this afternoon. The FA Cup 4th qualifying round. The last one before League 1 and League 2 sides come into the fray. A lot at stake here for both sides as Killock wins the header from behind Wilson, but Scott Leather wins it back with a head. He's giving it away though, and now it's played forward here towards Chimanga on the left hand side. It's just caught offside there. The flag goes up quickly on that far side. And well, that was the right decision or not, I don't know, but when the ball played, it seemed to be behind Scott Leather. Nonetheless, surely have a free kick here. Matt Irwin takes this one, right-footed long, down the right-hand side this time. Wilson chasing it. Wilson just keeps it in play. No, he doesn't. He's gone out for a throw-in for Boston, but just keep Boston pegged back there in that corner. Boston using time-wasting tactics already. It would be a result for them if they can take Chorley back to Boston on Tuesday evening for the replay. Here's a throw-in. O'Keefe can only head it behind himself and out for another Boston throw, this time just behind the halfway line. And Jan Yeomans on this near side to take the throw. High one towards Smith. Headed in field, but it's picked up here by Jordan. He gets the ball over the top here, but it's bounced off the head of Clifton. Clifton picks it up now, plays it down the right-hand side, looking for Chimanga. And it's picked up, though, instead by Stephen Jordan with a back pass back to Irwin. Clears up towards the halfway line. Comes off the top of the head of number 4 of Maguire. Out for a throw for Chorley. It's now Blakeman. Headed away by Wakefield, and now played in field. Boston still with the ball here. Now it's out wide off towards that far side, out for a Chorley throw in. And Chorley just got to get into a little rhythm here. Just got to step it up a gear. He made a cracking start last week at Alfreton. This is a very different game, much more at stake for both sides than last week. Here's Carver wins a header, finds only the head of Killock, who got behind Wilson to win the ball. Chorley do get it back though with either a head from Carver or O'Keefe. O'Keefe is underneath the clearance with another header. Still in that final third for Chorley, but it's in fact cleared away from behind Wilson. And then Chimanga fouls Andy Teague. And the danger man for Boston. He's penalised here for a free kick. In fact, he's clattered Andy Teague, and that's no mean feat. Andy Teague is about a foot and a half. Well, maybe not that much, but probably half a foot higher than Kabongo Chimanga. Chesterfield nil, Morecambe 1 as well in League 2. That's a couple of teams that Chorley could face if they win this one this afternoon. Manchester City 1, Stoke City 0. Chorley have a free kick then in that centre circle, just in the Magpies half at the moment. Stephen Jordan standing over the ball here, and left-footed delivers it down the left, chested down by Wilson, picked up, now it's with Andy Teague, takes a touch, gets a low ball into the penalty area, diving header there by Killock, gets the ball away, but Teague wins it with another header as well, and it's out towards that left hand side as Wilson battles for the ball and gets something on it. Wilson crosses in first time, it's took a deflection as it allows Boston to clear it away, and Horton nearly latched onto the loose ball, but it's thumped away from in front of him, and now Matt Challoner has to play a back pass, a hurried back pass to Irwin under pressure from Chimanga inside that Chorley penalty area, headed away by Yeomans, and kept in play here by Greg Smith. Scott Leather has been pushed there by the number 7 of Thomas, and it will be a Chorley free kick. We've played a quarter of an hour here, it's still goalless here at Victory Park, sun-kissed Victory Park this afternoon. And Matt Irwin takes his free kick then. I can only see him straight down the middle, which he does, looking for Wilson. He gets a good header onto it from under pressure. It comes out to Cottrell in the midfield. That's out wide here. Challoner, a bit of space here to work the pass into. Cottrell leaves this one for Wilson. Now it plays back to Cottrell. And now a lovely turn on Yeomans. Cottrell gets the ball into the penalty area. Chested down by Carver. The offside flag has gone up. And rightly so, I think. Carver just offside as the ball was played into him inside the penalty area. Boston will get a free kick. Meanwhile, in the Premier League, Manchester City 2-0 now against Stoke City. Manchester City 2, Stoke City 0. "17 minutes gone here, still 0-0. Spenmore have taken the lead for the second time, but that's only 1-0 still. Spenmore 1, Curzon Ashton 1. First goal was chalked off. Blakeman wins the header. Now it's with Challoner, now O'Keefe. Stolen off him by Thomas there, and now it's fallen to Smith. And been closed out there as it's ball's played back here by Maguire down the left hand side, headed away by Challoner. And then Nick Horton fouling. The number 8 there of Jordan Keane. A little niggly foul, didn't look like Horton just turned Keane, but it will be a free kick for Boston here, 35-40 yards out on this left hand side. And James Clifton sets his ball down here, played in towards the back post. It's over everybody inside the area and over Killock, and it's behind for a goal kick for Chorley. So it's like a 4-4-2 at the moment for Chorley, with Carver and Wilson up front, Horton just behind them. Three centre backs for Chorley, 2 wing backs. Chorley looking to put pressure on the Boston back line pretty much for the first time in the game. They'll get a throw in out of it then from Irwin's kick. It's left to Blakeman here, to Wilson, and it's back here to Cottrell. Surely fouled there, but Blakeman might just pick that one up here. Gets a loose ball through here to O'Keefe. Now it's paired back by Horton, now back to Blakeman again on his right foot. He's been pushed over there. That's a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area by the number 7 of Jack Thomas, and he might pick up a yellow card here as well. That was the easiest free kick that the referee's going to give all day, as Blakeman went through and went past Thomas. It's a yellow card for the Boston man. Matt Jansen's got somebody to vent his anger out. We have a 4th official this afternoon. Ben Wyatt will get his ear bent a few times, I'm pretty sure. But a free kick then for Chorley, 20 yards out, and this is Not very far away from goal. It's on the right hand side of the D pretty much. 3, 4, 5, 6 in the wall for Boston. And now becoming 7. This is where Blakeman scored from in the playoff final here at Halifax. Same position pretty much. So Adam Blakeman or Nick Horton. It's left to Blakeman, hit it, curled round the wall, and it's come back to Blakeman again, who hits it. Now it's with Challoner and tries to play it down the right hand side, and he gets it all wrong, and it goes out straight out for a throw in. Blakeman tried to curl it around the left hand side of the wall as he looked at it, and the player at the right side of the wall just stuck a leg out, diverted it, only for it to be cleared away. So Boston have a throw in, taken by Yeomans again. Only finds O'Keefe's header again, and it's headed back. Leather thumps the ball forward on the volley clearance, and it's back here by Killock to play the ball forward. Kabonga watches it down, but it's back to Scott Leather again to clear it away. Andy Teague with a great header from Andy Teague on Greg Smith, and Smith is down, hurting his head here, but I don't think there was a lot in it. Andy Teague rightly went for the ball. This isn't a foul, but it is a stoppage in play that Greg Smith will get some treatment from the physio. It's still 0-0. They've just come up to midway point in the first half. I won't want to meet Greg Smith in the in back alley somewhere. It's a very, very tall frame, and you think Andy Teague's a big character. Greg Smith is about half of his weight as well. Sandball sportingly cleared away, back down the line for a Chorley throw. Greg Smith is back on the field, picks up a few boos from the fans in the stand. Matt Challoner will have this throw. Ball's headed away, comes out for Smith again. It's picked up by O'Keefe, who gets the ball back to Leather, and now thumped forward here looking for Wilson on that right hand side of the penalty area. It's cleared away by Killock from in front of him, onto the stand, Roof. Here's Challoner, moves it through to Horton, cross is deflected, comes down for Cottrell, who stoops and wins the header. And it's Challoner plays the ball down the right hand side, cleared away again, but it's picked up by Cottrell. Just lets the ball roll past him before playing it back to Andy Teague. Teague will in turn feed it back here to Irwin. Nearly sold Leather short there, but Leather manages to get the ball back to Irwin. Just bobbles up on that pitch this afternoon. Flipped on by Wilson, nodded down here, looking for Horton. Horton up against his man, and the number 6 of Brad McGowan has to clear it away. For a Chorley throw, quickly taken. Chorley now picking up the pace here, having played a quarter of the game. It's through to Horton. Horton drives across, gets a corner out of it here for Chorley. Brad McGowan just stuck a leg out. Spennymoor have doubled the lead in the National League North this afternoon. Spennymoor 2, Curzon Ashton 0. Preston North End leading Fulham by a goal to 0. Burnley 0, West Ham 1. And Blackpool 1-0 down at Walsall. Here's Blakeman then with this corner, the first for the game for Chorley. Boston have already had 2. Blakeman towards the back post. Oh, there's nobody there to turn it in. It's hooked away. And it's played down the far side now. Here with Leather, who stayed forward. Up against Clifton. Leather tries a shot across the face of goal. And into the penalty area. First real half chance for Chorley. More complaints about the corner, really. The corner flashed over everybody, and nobody could prod it in the black and white shirt. It's still 0-0, 24.5 minutes gone here on Magpies Live here on the YouTube channel this afternoon exclusively. George Willis, Boston goalkeeper, sets the ball down. Fleetwood 1, Rochdale nil as well. On the bench for Chorley, Adam Manson, Kieran Charnock, Jason Walker, Paul Jarvis, Matthew Hughes, Wakasa Sam, Rene Osei, Kofi. Here's Yeomans to take the ball off the shoulder of Matt Challoner. It's going to be a corner, says the referee. Not too many complaints about that, to be honest, but it's one of those that not even the Boston fans are cheering. It's a weird one, this one. It's Clifton. Again, the set piece taker for Boston United. Let's take this corner on this near side now. Headed away by O'Keefe as far as the edge of the area. It's headed back in by Thomas. Cleared away this time by Scott Leather. Down this near side as Horton. Lovely turn. Gets a pressure from Clifton. And Clifton wins the ball and actually hooks the ball over the top here. Now it's with Chimanga inside the penalty area. Looking for a penalty. Well, that was never a penalty. And the referee, rightly so, waves him up. And it's actually been cleared by Andy Teague off of Greg Smith out for a goal kick for Chorley. Horton, a little puff of the cheeks then. We all know what Nick Horton can do. I'm sure Boston know that as well. Here's Wilson who wins the header. Now Carver tries to bring it down for Horton and fails, and in the end it's cleared away. Scott Leather volleys the ball forward here from a clearance. Oh, that's a foul there by Maguire. Right, holding on the neck of Wilson as he jumped for the ball. And Stephen Jordan is complaining as well. But Chorley have a free kick midway in the Boston half on this right hand side. Again, Blakeman sets the ball down here to take this one. I assume it's going to be taken towards the back post, which it is. Towards the back post, and it's into the hands of Willis. Here's the goalkeeper. It's offside, surely. Come on, Lord Chimanga. But Irwin just gets lucky with the bounce. Surely Chimanga was offside. Flag was never raised. Long ball forward again. Hooking on Carver, the Boston man, but Chorley win it back. O'Keefe heads it down here for Horton. Horton plays the ball up. No, Carver wins the header, plays it infield, but there's nobody there on it for it to be thumped away by Jack Thomas, and away out for a Chorley throw-in. Still 0-0. nearly 28 minutes gone. Yo, Magpies live. Chorley throwing again. Challoner with a throw. Wilson wins it though. Yeomans picks the loose ball up again here. Yeomans plays it forward down the left-hand side, looking for Chimanga, who might just keep it in play. You know, the ball just runs out ahead of him. Goes behind for another Chorley goal kick. What it is in the Classic so far, both teams very nervy, you would feel, trying to play the ball long. Kabongo Chimanga, obviously the danger man for Boston, scored the second Boston goal against Chorley back in August. Gave him a 2-0 win back at the Jakeman Stadium, but Chorley, very different side now. You'll feel now they're back in a stride. 7 wins out of the last 8 for Chorley in all competitions. Boston haven't won away from home in the league. They've only won their 2 away games in the FA Cup. That's a free kick for Boston right on the halfway line. And O'Keefe fouls Thomas. It's going to be left here, I think, for Killock to take the free kick just in front of the halfway line. And towards the back of the penalty area. Loose ball's picked up here by Cottrell. Turns and clears it away. Up to Carver here, who picks the ball up. Played back here to Cottrell. Low ball forward here to Horton. Horton will take the ball with him here and goes forward. Tries to play it through to Wilson. In the end it's cut out though. Good defending that from Boston United. And they mount a counter-attack themselves here down the left-hand side. And it's Andy T to clear it into the face of Greg Smith. But Smith is made of stern stuff and it doesn't really faze him that much. ball's come off his face and gone out of play for a Chorley throw. Stockport County 1, Blythe 0 in the National League North. Yeomans wins the header from the Challoner throw. So another throw for Chorley. Challoner will take it again. Again, Yeomans wins the header from behind O'Keefe. Might look at getting Wilson on the end of these throw-ins because he's won every header pretty much so far. This time the throw-in short to O'Keefe, and now played over the top here, and now in towards Carver, slides in the penalty area. It's going to be a free kick for Boston, and a chance, the half chance, came when the ball just landed on the right side of Carver, but Liam Wakefield it is who was fouled as he tried to get a block in. That was better from Chorley, that came from Challoner's ball over the top of the Boston defence. So 31 minutes gone, still goalless in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round here. George Willis taking his time over this free kick. Sun's disappeared, but here's Scott Leather. Clears the ball down the right hand side. Carver chasing it down from Killock to sweep the ball away. Cottrell sticks out a leg, diverts it down to the right hand side. Again, it's cleared away off the top of the head. Now it's Cottrell again, who's playing really well so far now with O'Keefe. Now Horton, just plays it behind O'Keefe, and it's cleared up by Smith. It's shown too much of it for Cottrell, who plays the ball back here for Teague, who in turn plays it back to Irwin to take the sting out of any attack, to build it up again from the back. Teague faces it to Stephen Jordan. As quick as Stockport County scored, Blythe Spartans have equalised in that game there in the National League North, 1-1. Here's Andy Teague again. Now down the left hand side here looking for Wilson, headed away by Killock. Brought down here by Carver, who steals in on his man. Carver goes forward on the left hand side of the area. Carver still going here, crosses it in, nearly finding O'Keefe, but it's cleared away from just before it reached him. And now Boston on the attack here, and it's with Clifton. James Clifton going forward alone here. It's found Smith, edge of the penalty area. Smith floats the ball over the top towards Shamanga, behind for a goal kick for Chorley. And from one attack to the other, both sides just looking for a rhythm. Just can't find it, but the game is livening up now. We've played 33 minutes here at Victory Park. Here's Matt Irwin in the Chorley goal to take this kick low this time to Stephen Jordan on that left hand side. Chips the ball infield, and it's headed up there by the number 8 of Keane and played forward. Teague is underneath it with a header, and Horton was being pulled back by his shirt there by Keane. It will be a free kick for Chorley just inside the centre circle. Andy Teague will leave this one to take the free kick. High ball over the top, and it's a couple of bounces back to the feet of the goalkeeper for Boston. Carver thought he was impeded there, but yeah, you can just feel that Boston are just trying to take their time over this game and run a few seconds down. Whether that's going to bite them on the backside come the end of the game, I don't know. Andy Teague fouling Smith, and it will be a free kick for Boston United here in a dangerous position. 30 yards out. It was an innocuous challenge by Teague, but Smith made the most of it. And James Clifton, formerly of Nuneaton Town, will take this free kick then, whether he'll go for goal or not. Irwin's left a big gap to his left hand side. Irwin and Clifton went for goal, and the ball's still loose. Irwin punches it down, it comes out to Chimanga, and it's thumped away by Challoner. And a chance from Clifton. It was half caught by Irwin. He spooned it up, ball went up over his head. And players challenging. And all that's led to is a Chorley throw in on that far side. Heart was racing a bit then. It's going to be a tight game this. Maguire clears it away, looking for Chimanga on that far side. It comes down here for Leather to knock the ball back to Jordan. Plays it down the left hand side here, headed up by Carver, out of play. And out for a Boston United throw in. On that far side. 36 minutes gone. Chorley 0, Boston United 0. FA Cup 4th qualifying round, the final qualifying round. Now it's with Teague. So he plays the ball back to Irwin. Under pressure from Chimanga, Andy Teague then, but manages to turn. Play the pass back. There's Irwin. Plays the ball long. Wilson can't win a header on it this time. The ball's headed back here for Smith on the halfway line. Holds the ball up, does what his job is. Plays it back to Keane. Keane on the halfway line floats the ball down the right hand side. It's far too far for Clifton. And it's gone behind for a goal kick. And Chorley just probably need to get that ball in that final third a little bit more. Just to try and test the Boston defence. Boston haven't won here in recent years. In fact, it's been quite a long time since they have. I think it was 1997, 98 season, our first season in watching Chorley. I think they beat us before they ended up winning the league that season, I think. Here's a bit of a scrap in the centre circle. O'Keefe comes away with the ball. Scott Leather does his job, does really well to win the ball back now. It's a long ball forward by Challoner. It's headed away. Horton tries to win the header. Clifton instead wins the header in front of Cottrell. This ball's played down the diagonal way for Boston, only for Irwin to pick it up. And bowls it out towards that far side for Jordan. Now Blakeman, front to the halfway line. Plays it long into the edge of the area, looking for Wilson. And again, it's picked up again by Boston. For Jordan Keane. And again, finds a long ball, looking for Kabongo Chimanga, but again, into the hands of Irwin. Again, the carbon copy of the last Chorley attack. He balls it out to Stephen Jordan. This time, finding Wilson ahead of him. Back to Teague. Teague tries to lift the ball looking for Carver, but it's cut out on that far side from Clifton's clearance by Adam Blakeman. Still 0-0, about 6.5 minutes to go until half time. Wakefield with the throw, looking for Greg Smith. It's off the top of him, and it will be a Chorley throw in. Just behind the halfway line. It's Blakeman. I'm sure we'll take this one. So Wilson is unmarked there. And he's actually fouled the number 4 of Maguire. And it goes for a free kick for Boston United here. 25 yards behind the halfway line. 20 yards or so. Boston United stats has tweeted one. Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, they did. Boston did win 2-1 at Victory Park. That's right. Thank you for that, Boston Stats. Who's tweeted out Magpies live? Yeah, you're quite right. But my memory must be going. Oh, there's a header coming in from Stephen Jordan there, back to his own goal, but it's cleared away by Andy Teague, away out for a throw-in for Boston. Yeah, I was saying that, I think Boston have come here for a draw. What do you think, Mike? Come here for a draw, replay? There's a fair bit of time wasting going on, as has been pointed out by Mike Neal on my left. As the ball is again cleared away by Horton, and this time on the edge of the area. Comes down for Wilson. 10 players behind the ball for Chorley. Now Carver looking to clear the ball away, and it's Shane Killock. The aging figure of Shane Killock will blast the ball away out for throwing for Chorley. Down this near side, Challoner, the ball in his hands. Is it into O'Keefe, played back to Challoner, first time ball forward. Wilson, oh, nearly taken with him by Carver, but it's gone out here this time from the clearance by Boston, out for another Chorley throw, this time in line with the penalty area. It's a good healthy crowd this afternoon as well. You probably expect about 1,500 on. Fair few from Boston United as well. Horton looking to get hold of the ball. Again, he's having his shirt pulled there and forces him to lose the ball, but it's picked up here by Leather. Now it's played back here to Horton. Horton, 20 yards out, tries a shot on his left foot. It's blocked away by Maguire, and it's away out from that far side for a Chorley throw. Flashes of the goal at Ashton Athletic, that from Horton, but the ball's played in again here. Carver is underneath it, as the goalkeeper, George Willis, catches that ball with both hands. And he's on his backside, taking his time, and not really under any rush to get the ball forward. It just leads you to believe that Boston will be happy with the draw this afternoon. Here's O'Keefe, wins it now. It's a foul on Wilson, that surely, by Wakefield, just in the centre circle. Chorley looking to take the free kick quickly, been stopped there by Jordan Keane, so Jay Cotter instead leaves this one for Andy Teague. I think there's a space down the wing here for either side, and now it's Stephen Jordan this time plays the ball into the penalty area. Carver jumps for it but misses it, and it's again with Willis into his hands. So O'Keefe falls over him, and now Willis is feigning injury here. He's got to be. This is poor, this from Boston. I'm sorry if you're any Boston fans listening. I know there is, but you can definitely tell what his side has come to do here. Oh, now the referee's bringing on the physio for the goalkeeper. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him. You can't say anything. I know there might be something wrong with him, but 95% sure nothing. Anyway, it allows the players to take on a bit of water. We're 2 minutes away from half time anyway. I think the referee will have to start cracking down on his time wasting. So, oh, he's okay now. George Willis is going to take the goal kick. Crystal Palace 2, Chelsea 1 now. They were ahead, Crystal Palace, and they were pegged back, and now they've gone ahead again just before half time. Here is Willis with his goal kick. Off his right boot, plays it down the left hand side, looking for Smith. Comes off the top of the head of Smith. Chimango goes down, but Chorley allowed to play on here, and Carver nods the ball in field. Oh, and a strong challenge on Wilson has allowed Killock to win the ball, and the referee's actually given the free kick to Boston anyway for the foul ahead of that in the centre circle. It looked like the ball landed at Wilson's feet when Shane Killock slid in. So still 0-0, 30 seconds to go of normal time in the first half here on Magpies Live on the YouTube channel this afternoon. Here's the free kick taken by Killock towards the right hand side of the area, nodded up by Clifton. It's going to be a corner for Boston United. Right decision that, I think. And Clifton nodded the ball into the back of Stephen Jordan, I think it was, inside the area. James Clifton with his fourth corner of the afternoon for Boston United. Chimanga comes short, but Clifton takes it over the bar, and it's gone behind for a goal kick.
Was 3 minutes at a time.
3 minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. That's quite a surprise, that. Still 0-0. Here's Matt Irwin then with this goal kick. Carver jumps for it, misses it. It's headed back by Killock. Teague with an upward ball clears it down the line. And then Wilson's fouled there by Killock. And surely again, the referee should show the yellow card for that. Has he had a change of heart though? Has he decided not to? Well, Chorley need to be much stronger than Boston. Boston are playing spoil tactics, and anyway, come on, Chorley. Blakeman free kick, headed away too easily. The free kick was poor, but the ball's cleared up to Challoner. Turns Chimanga. Chimanga pulls Challoner from the shirt as well, and Challoner might find Blakeman then on that left-hand side with a lovely ball. Blakeman to the edge of the area, goes through here. Blakeman squares it back. It's teed it up here for Wilson. Wilson hits it. It's blocked off. It wasn't. It was Leather. I'm sorry. It looked like Wilson had hit it, but it was Scott Leather. But it's blocked off, and it's out for a throw-in. Quickly taken. Cut back here for O'Keefe now for Blakeman to swing the ball through towards the back post. It's nodded down, but there's nobody there to pick it up. Leather shoots. It's still loose inside the area. It's plenty wide, and it's actually a block by O'Keefe. O'Keefe with the turn and shot. It was blocked ahead of him. It's gone wide. It's gone behind for a corner. And in the final 45 seconds of this 3 added minutes, Chorley are having the best spell of the game so far. Here's Blakeman with his corner. A lot riding on this game, as I've said. Blakeman then with his corner, then towards the near post. Oh, it's flicked over everybody actually off the top of the head, but it's allowed Boston to clear it away in the amber shirts through number 6 of McGowan. But it's only picked up here by Horton. Horton with the ball shot into the penalty area with the cross, and Willis goes down. And again goes down and takes his time to get back up again. That's going to be the end of the first half, you would feel, as soon as the ball comes back in. And no, the referee's whistle doesn't go just yet. As the ball's over towards that far side for Clifton to leave that one to go out for a Boston throw-in right near the corner flag here, over on that far side. And Clifton actually takes it back about 5 yards in order to get some distance on this throw. It's a long throw in towards the area, and it's caught by Irwin well, and that is the final action of the first half here. Hasn't been a classic, but last 2 or 3 minutes has sparked into life a little bit. Both sides not really testing either goalkeeper, but a bit of spoiling tactics you feel from Boston, just to try and wind the clock down in order to try and get something out of this game instead of a defeat. So that's the half-time result then, and it's 0-0 still. Join us in about 50 minutes time for the second half here on Magpies Live on the YouTube channel this afternoon, where it's Chorley 0, Boston United 0. Yes, welcome back to Victory Park. This second half of the game. We're underway already. Again, no problems with the audio, so hopefully you can hear me and it won't go off. No changes for either side at half time. Still goalless as well. Chorley now attacking the goal to our left, and here's a free kick for Boston United. Just in front of the halfway line. That's just behind the halfway line, I should say. George Willis, the Boston goalkeeper. Had a few boos in the first half, a bit of time wasting, but the ball's played into the area, headed away by Scott Leather, brought down here by Nick Horton. He gets to the ball first, now down the right hand side looking for Wilson, but it's cleared away by McGowan. Off to a far side, out for a throw in for Chorley. 46 minutes gone, Chorley 0, Boston United 0. Sonny's out again here, and Challoner with his throw. Throws it into O'Keefe. And it's back by Leather. Swings the ball through into the penalty area, headed away by Boston's number 6 and McGowan, and it's Jake Cottrell who picks it up. It's cleared away by Clifton. Jordan now just plays the ball in field here for Teague. And is closed out there by Smith, but Teague will pick the ball back up again here, and now it's with Horton. Horton will go forward here down the left hand side up against Wakefield. Horton cuts back in field here, tees it up here for O'Keefe. Oh, and a sliding tackle has won the ball back here by Jordan Keane, and then a free kick for Boston on the halfway line. Jake Cottrell it is, sorry, will get his name taken and the yellow card shown. So still 0-0, and Boston will have a free kick on halfway. Two lineups then. We'll go through with Boston: George Willis, Liam Wakefield, Jan Yeomans, Jamie Maguire the captain, Shane Killock, Brad McGowan, Jack Thomas, Jordan Keane, Greg Smith, Kabongo Chimanga and James Clifton. And here is James Clifton on the right hand side of the area, picking up the free kick, and the ball's headed away from his cross. Horton tries to put pressure down on the number 7, and it's won back here by Cottrell on Clifton. Clifton does win the ball back momentarily before Cottrell sidesteps him and tries to play the ball down to Wilson on the right hand side. It's one of them cup ties now that both sides, I hope, will go for it. Boston knocking it around the back at the moment. Here is Willis with the ball at his feet. Plays it long down the right hand side, looking for Clifton. Beat out muscled off the ball by Stephen Jordan. Clifton again. Jordan with another header back up to the halfway line. Brought down here by Maguire, the captain. Ball's thumped towards the right hand side. And now it's picked up here by Yeomans. Yeomans crosses it in. Over the head of Chimanga though. It sits in the hands of Matt Irwin, who plays the ball long first time here, looking for Carver up against Wakefield, and Wakefield has to play the ball out for a throw in. Carver did well there to force him out. Now it's with O'Keefe. Now Cottrell. Now Leather with acres of space ahead of him here. Scott Leather. Low ball into the penalty area. It's flashed wide. It's out for a goal kick. And Leather's cross comes shot. The low cross. Low shot technique. Let's see wide there by the goalkeeper. George Willis. With Chorley in goal. Then Matt Irwin. Matt Challoner, Adam Blakeman, Andy Teague, the captain, Scott Leather, Stephen Jordan, Nick Horton, Josh O'Keefe, Marcus Carver, Josh Wilson and Jake Cottrell. Here's Willis with his goal kick then, in front of his goal. Headed up by Smith, over the halfway line here for Boston, but now it's Cottrell who wins the ball here. Now Horton, it's left to him. Horton on this left hand side. Tries to get across it, he does do. It's cut away on that far side, and it's a way out for a throw in for Chorley. What's the referee seeing here? Let's have a word with Liam Wakefield. He's spoken about something. Anyway, 5.5 minutes into the second half. Here's the throw-in taken on by Blakeman towards the near post. It's come down here for Cottrell, nodded down here, and it's picked up by Wilson inside the D. He's shown too much of it here for Maguire. Maguire half clears it away, and along with Jack Thomas, and the ball's played all the way back to the halfway line here for Leather. The ball down the right-hand side here. Carver stays on side, gets to the byline here, takes it towards the corner flag up against the number 6 of McGowan. Will get a corner out of it, Marcus Carver for Chorley. Only the third of the game so far, Chorley, and the first of the second half. And Adam Blakeman is over towards that far side. The attendance must be touching around 1,500, you would think. Maybe a little bit lower than that, but fans are streaming out of the club now to watch this corner. It's a low ball here. It will come down to Horton to hit it over the bar. Nick Horton, very, very unlucky to see his shot over the bar. Well, it's that corner that when Blakeman rolls it across to the corner of the penalty area, that somebody latches onto it. And I've always said you would feel that Nick Horton would be better on to hit them, and he did do, and he's ended up about 2 yards over the crossbar. Still 0-0 then. Spennymoor 2, Curzon Ashton 1 now. And Nuneaton are leading Darlington by 2-0 as well. Elsewhere, Smith wins the header from Willis's goal kick. It's played back over the top by Stephen Jordan. Now Chorley looking to turn the screw a little bit here. It's down towards this right-hand side here for a Chorley throw-in. Exton 0, Slyney with S1 in the West Lancs League. Here's Wilson, who tries to get the ball in field, but instead it's picked up from the clearance by Stephen Jordan, who plays it back to Matt Irwin. Stephen Jordan under pressure from Smith. Lifts the ball over the top here, down the left-hand side. Carver goes in with Killock, wins the ball. Now it's with Wilson. Plays it across here for Horton. Urged to shoot. Horton, though, being closed out on that far side. Now it's with Challoner. Chorley got to look for options as well. The ball's played back short here. Challoner will get on the ball. The ball's loose in the area. It's cleared away. At the back post. Up towards Chimanga now. Chorley battling for the ball now. I'm sure Matt Hanson's told him to go in a little bit more stronger. And Chorley do win a free kick. Chimanga again pulling back on the shirt of Jake Cottrell. Here's Andy T then with a free kick. Chipped over the top here. Wilson tries to control it, but can't get a decent enough touch on the ball. It goes out for a Boston United throw-in. It still remains 0-0 here, 54 minutes gone. Magpies live on YouTube this afternoon. Due to FA rulings, we can't broadcast on the FM frequency unless you're a BBC man. But the ball's over towards that far side now. Instead, Chimanga trying to win the ball back. It's gone back to the feet of Matt Irwin. Irwin being put under pressure by Greg Smith, who manages to get the ball forward up towards the halfway line now, headed away. And it's looking here for the number 7 of Jack Thomas. And Thomas wins the ball on Challoner. He doesn't lose it too often, Challoner, and he brings Thomas down as well. There's a bit of a mini scrap as well. .33 watching on YouTube, so welcome to each and every one of you. Lee Harrison's listening. From a windy angle, see, he says. Come on, Chorley. There's a free kick for Boston. Oh, and into the hands of Irwin. And catches that one from over the top of Shane Killock. Killock's not a thin character himself. In fact, Irwin has picked up a knock here as he jumped for the ball. Chorley have to play a keep ball here because Irwin's a bit crocked at the moment. Here's Challoner on the far side. Wilson lets that ball go through him. Carver tries to find Wilson on the overlap, who couldn't get on the end of it. Goes out for a Boston United throw-in. Will be a Boston throw. Jan Yeomans, the Boston stalwart, will chuck the ball back in. A bit of head tennis between the two sides. It goes out for another throw for Boston, this time in front of the halfway line. So 0-0 still, 56 minutes gone here. A Victory Park, this FA Cup 4th qualifying round game. It's Horton left to swing the boot through it and gets the ball through to Wilson. Again, he's been put under pressure and Carver managed to get on the end of it, but the goalkeeper Willis has come out. It's come here for Horton. Horton tries an effort. The goalkeeper left it. He thought it was going wide and it did. And for a moment then, you thought from 30 yards out, Horton was going to do what he did last Saturday at Alfreton, but this time couldn't get it on target. And as quick as a flash, two little chances for Chorley. First one with Carver picking up the back pass off the head of McGowan, I think it was. The bounce just caught Carver off. Allowed Willis to clear it away. Teague with the header. Chorley starting to turn it up a gear now. Manchester City 5, Stoke 2 as well. Here's Horton with a throw. And it might bounce through here to Carver, but it's been turned away by Wakefield. This clearance is headed forward by Blakeman. Killock gets a header onto it. It's out of play for a Chorley throw. Down on the near side. You can tell the nerves on it. You could cut that little cliche, you could cut the atmosphere with a knife. I think you could today. And it doesn't have to be that big a knife. Boston are definitely trying to run the clock down as every opportunity they can. And Chorley trying to hurry them up. Ball's headed up by Stephen Jordan. It's left to Cottrell to try and defend. It's taken down by Smith. Smith tries to win the ball back. Now it's with Clifton. Chests it down here for number 7 of Thomas, who tries to go down the right-hand side with it. Cottrell wins the ball back. Lovely tackle from behind Thomas. And it's played forward by Blakeman. And it's headed away, though, this time by the number 8 of Jordan Keane. Away out for a Chorley throw-in. Jordan Keane asking the referee what he made of the Jake Cottrell challenge. It was a lovely challenge which won the ball back for Chorley by Cottrell. And now it's out for Matty Irwin on this right-hand side here. 13.5 minutes gone in the second half. Irwin rolls the ball forward down the left-hand side to Stephen Jordan under pressure from Chimanga. Back to Irwin again. This time lifted over the top here on that far side for Leather. Back to Teague. Back across to Leather again. Man City extend the lead. 6-2 now against Stoke City. And again, the ball's over the top again here. Shane Killock is underneath it though. Clears the ball away from right near the byline. Away out for a Chorley throw-in on that far side. And Boston are going to make a change here. Harry Vince will be coming on. And as we wait to see who's being replaced. That's the number 7, is it, of Jack Thomas. Or is it? Yeah.
Boston substitution. Number 7, Jack Thomas, is replaced by number 12, Harry Vince.
He was on a yellow card as well in the game, so he's been replaced. Harry Vince comes on. Bolton 2-0 now against Sheffield Wednesday, as that throw-in comes short here to Wilson. Wins another throw-in. Wilson, in fact, will take this one himself here into the penalty area for Carver. Back to goal. Oh, tries to roll it across the 6-yard box, and it's gone cleared away. And it's away It's for Carver again. Tries to turn inside the area. It comes down for Cottrell to hit it on the volley. This got it all wrong. And this time Boston away can clear the ball away up towards Chimanga, but Stephen Jordan plays the ball back into that Chorley penalty area for Matt Irwin. Play the ball short here for Teague. In fact, Clifton's come off to this near side, and the lumbering frame of Greg Smith is trying to get the ball for Andy Teague, and Matt Irwin pokes the ball out wide, and Leather can't recover, and it's a throw-in, and neither is throw-in for Boston United. Chorley 0, Boston 0 in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. Final qualifying round this. Chorley have already got wins under the belt against Steadybridge Celtic and Ashton Athletic in the last round. Here's Boston on the throw on the far side. And it's given away this time. Now up for another Chorley throw in. Matt Challoner will take this one. Long throw down the line, flipped up by Carver, wins a header. Now it's fallen to Wilson here from O'Keefe. And it's taken down here by Carver again. It's played back though, back for Leather, hooks the ball over the top. Headed away by McGowan, who's fouled there by a push from O'Keefe. The referee bought into it. And whether that was the right decision. Referee now telling the goalkeeper to hurry things up because he's taking his time over matters. He was in the first half from minute 1 really. Well, maybe the referee might just start bringing some cards out for time wasting. Willis with his free kick just behind the halfway line. It's headed back up by Cottrell. Got it down here by Wakefield, looking for Clifton on the right hand side. The bounce has got the better of him though, and it's gone out of play out for a Chorley throw right near the corner flag on our right hand side. Still goalless, and we've played 62.5 minutes. Blakeman with the throw, only finds the head of Maguire. He nods the ball down, the offside flag goes up against Chimanga, and it will be a free kick for Chorley. The longer this goes on, the more you feel probably one goal will win it. Ball's with Andy Teague now. He's under pressure from Chimanga, but Teague manages to get the ball out wide. Challoner just keeps it in play before it goes out on that far side, and played away though by McGowan. Teague is underneath it again. It's back to the halfway line for Boston to attack here through the number 8 of Jordan Keane. It's in towards that Chorley penalty area. Chimanga snapping at the heels of Leather, and the ball's played back here. It's fallen here to Vince. He's bundled off the ball. And the referee gives a free kick 25 yards out. Boston fans in firm voice, but this will be a free kick here for James Clifton to take. Only 8 or 9 yards outside the penalty area. Clifton stands over this ball then. 5 in the wall for Chorley inside the area. Clifton actually tested Irwin in the last free kick. Here is Clifton again. It's a low ball. It's loose inside the area. Smith nearly got on the end of it, but Irwin does. Irwin takes it with both hands and rolls the ball out here now for Stephen Jordan. Takes it to this near side touchline. Played back forward. It's left for Cottrell. Cottrell and Carver got in each other's way then. And it's on all the way back through here to McGowan. As he plays a long ball over the top, and it's into the hands of Irwin again. Andy Teague is down here on his backside. I think when the free kick went in, he caught there by Smith. Teague just got in his way, and that was a bit unfortunate for Chorley. Here's another change for Boston United. It's Jay Rollins who will be coming on for number 10 of Kabongo Chimanga.
Boston substitution, number 10 Kabongo Chimanga is replaced by number 17 Jay Rollins.
Jay Rollins, who has scored against Chorley in the past. Meanwhile, Blackpool have equalised away at Walsall. Walsall 1, Blackpool 1. Andy Teague is still down injured here. He's having some treatment done on his right leg. And I think he might be okay to continue. Whether there's a bit of deliberation between Mike Jansen and some of his players in front of the dugout. Teague might just run this one off. Mike Jansen's coming off to have a word with him. I think Teague will be okay to continue. So the throw-in comes from Boston's Greg Smith back behind the goal line. Picks up a few boos for it. Here's Chorley to take the goal kick then. 0-0 still, as we're 66.5 minutes into the game. Jason Walker, I think, will be coming on shortly. Bolton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1 now. Wilson jumps for the header, but it's won back by Killock. It's out wide here for a Chorley throw on this near side touchline. Blakeman takes the throw, headed away this time by Wakefield. It comes down for Vince, but he can't control it. It's stolen in by Cottrell, cleared away by Wakefield again, out for another throw in, and this time it's a bit more decent one. Change is going to be made here. Or is it? No, it's not yet. Flag went up for the change, but the throw-in's allowed to be taken. It's brought down here for Horton. Horton has it in field here for Cottrell. Under pressure from Harry Vince. Has to play the ball back to Teague. And Teague nearly gave the ball away to Rollins, but manages to find Leather. Leather on that far side for Challoner. Chorley living dangerously at the back here. And now Challoner lifting the ball over the top. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's not as good as last week for Chorley. Here is Jason Walker, now who will be coming on for Andy Teague, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Andy Teague will be being replaced here by Walker.
For the substitution,
69th minute.
Is replaced by number 15, Jason Walker.
So, interesting. At the back now consists of Blakeman, Jordan, Leather and Challoner, so whether that's going to be a flat back four or not, it might be a change that does some good for Chorley. It's a Boston free kick from nothing really. Harry Vince fouled on that far side. Spennymoor 2, Curzon 2. As that free kick comes in again towards the back of the penalty area, and whether Smith is looking for a penalty or not. Nope. The ball's thumped away here by Stephen Jordan upfield. Comes down for Blakeman from the clearance. He's giving it away again. Here and now Jay Rollins on this right hand side. Up against Stephen Jordan. Gets a cross in here, Rollins. It's over the top of everybody inside the penalty area, but Harry Vince will pick it up here on that left-hand side. Vince will roll the ball back here for Keane, 35 yards out, back to Vince again. Vince crosses it in. For anybody, it might fall here in towards the penalty area. The referee has given nothing, he's waved it away. And Boston looking for a penalty. Would have been a cheap one to give away, but you have seen them given. Here's Nick Horton now. Horton takes it on. Takes on his man. Goes down on the challenge from Clifton, and that's going to be a free kick right inside the D. James Clifton, and there's a bit of a scrap as well. Everybody's surrounding the referee. Linesmen are on the pitch now. More punch is thrown, is there? And the referee has got something to do here. Marcus Carver's gone down. Whether he's been hit. What's the referee going to do? The physio's on. Both the assistants are on. The referee's got to do something. He's given the free kick for Chorley. That's no doubt about that. Horton went down under the challenge. I think more frustration from Boston. Is it Greg Smith that's in trouble, or is it the number 4 of Maguire, the captain, is having a word with the referee? Greg Smith does have a reputation of getting sent off. Now the referees are consulting with each other, and this could be a big decision, a big factor in the game. Carver is okay. He's definitely took a blow to the mouth. It's here's a red card. It's a red card for the number 3 of Jan Yeomans, is it? No, it's Greg Smith, is it? It's definitely been a sending off. Who is it? Jan Yeomans, the number 3, I think it is. I don't know, I think it's Jan Yeomans, number 3 for Boston. Number 3, yeah, it is definitely Jan Yeomans. Straight red card for him. And there's been another yellow card as well, I think, for the initial challenge, I think it was, from the number 8 of Jordan Keane. And Jan Yeomans, as I say, has scored against Chorley, but this time he's been sent off. He's actually taking his time and getting off the pitch. And wow, Boston down to 10 men in this game. Chorley have a free kick. And the free kick is just outside the D. Now come on Chorley, you're playing against 10 men now with 3 up front. Spennymoor 2, Curzon Ashton 3 now as well. And so this free kick, so Boston definitely riled. I thought initially it was Greg Smith, I'd say he had a reputation of getting sent off in games, but he's managed to stay on the field for this one. Here is the free kick then. Is it going to be Blakeman or Horton? Horton it is, always lifted over the bar. Goes behind for a goal kick. And it's the chance gone from the free kick, but
you can now vote for today's Chorley Supporters Man of the Match on Twitter. Just go to @ChorleyFC and cast your votes in the poll. The winner will be announced when the poll closes just before full time. Thank you.
So a bit of rejigging for Boston United. The left back sent off. They've gone to a back 4 as well. But sending offs mean nothing, as we know. This is Blakeman now on the ball, picks up the pass from Scott Leather. Long ball down the left again, headed away by Killock. Horton goes up for a challenge, and then a strong challenge on Carver, but it's left to Horton! Horton tries a shot and very, very unlucky, sees it wide. We all know what Horton can do. Volleyed the ball from 35 yards out, and trying another spectacular effort. It's not really been in the game as much as he did last week. But if he scores a winner today, I'll definitely take that. It's maybe a goal kick for Boston United then. Just coming up to the final 15 minutes of the 90. Paul Jarvis is warming up down below us. What is with this kick? He's chested it straight into the path here of Chorley now. Wilson heads it through here to Carver. Carver goes on. Carver can go on. No, he's pulled back for the free kick. Well, that was frustrating because it didn't look like a free kick to me, because inside the area, Brad McGowan went down. The ball foiled kindly for Carver, but Carver a bit frustrated about that. Where's he taking it from, the goalkeeper? The free kick was inside the penalty area, and the goalkeeper Willis has stuck it about 5 yards outside. This has turned into a real cup tie now, you feel. Chorley might just have an advantage. Oh, they don't know. But it's a free kick and Smith goes down in front of Scott Leather. Boston have a chance here, 22 yards out. It's free kick again. Just take anything here, Boston, you feel. Manchester City 7, Stoke 2. That's going to be a third and final change here for Boston, and Ashley Hemmings will be coming on. Was the red card for a punch, do you think? Was the red card for a punch, do you think?
I think so.
Yeah. Change for Boston, and it's the number 9 of
Boston
Greg Smith.
Substitution number 9, Greg Smith, is replaced by number 14, Ashley Hemmings.
Will be coming off, Ashley Hemmings on. Greg Smith is a character, you can tell. Booed by the fans, but he applauds the fans. Like a Roman gladiator. And could actually well be one for the size of him. It's in fact Ashley Hemmings' his first touch. This is going to be with a free kick, and it's hit the wall, and it's hit Jake Cottrell square in the chest. Comes all the way out to Harry Vince though on that left hand side. Vince plays it back here. Boston have to play it from the back. High ball, Clifton nods it down, the ball's loose, cleared away by Leather. Up towards the halfway line, and again the number 8 of Jordan Keane wins the ball from behind Wilson. Matt Challoner holds off the challenge of Rollins on that far side. It's going to be a goal kick for Chorley. Well, Chorley might not have a better opportunity in this game now, facing 10 men of Boston United. But some might say that's only gone down to 11 because of the referee. Hemmings with the header, only finding Stephen Jordan though. Jordan plays the ball looking for Walker. Not really been in the game much. He's actually running a free kick right in the centre circle. Put a foul on Cottrell. Chorley with 2 substitutes left to use. Ball's headed up there by Wakefield. Played back here though by Blakeman, won back by Carver. It was Carver swings the ball into the penalty area. The ball's headed back. And it's trying to be won back by Jake Cottrell. And then Clifton tries to play the ball forward for an offside. Jay Rollins. Irwin allowed to play on. Plays the ball quickly off to the right hand side here for Challoner. Challoner lifts the ball into the path of Carver inside the penalty area. Played back now to Walker. Walker looking to get a crossing towards the back post. The header by O'Keefe. The referee gives a free kick for Boston. And again, Boston man staying down for the maximum allowed of time. Well, I don't know about your nerves, but mine are shot at the moment. Fleetwood 2-2 with Rochdale now. Had a smell of the air as well. It's like somebody else's nerves are going. Willis with his free kick. About 10 minutes of normal time to go. Willis high ball over the top. Hemmings jumps for it, but he's lost the ball. It's Blakeman who sidesteps him, gets the ball forward here, anywhere for Chorley. Walker tries to go into the back, but referee again every time a Boston player goes down, it's like the referee's just going to give the free kick. Spennymoor 2, Curzon, Ashton 4 in the National League North. There's nothing wrong with McGowan. And he's back up on his feet. Slender frame of Jason Walker up against the tall figure of McGowan. And McGowan was the one that went down like a cloud. Anyway, it's a change for Chorley. Josh Wilson will be coming off. Matty Hughes coming on. '81st minute. It's a long ball from Willis. Oh, it comes off the top of the head of Blakeman. It's going to go for a corner here for Boston United. He'll take the time over this one, you'd feel. James Clifton is leaving this one here for Hemmings. Hemmings swings it in, it's loose, it's cleared away. O'Keefe. Oh, and then Horton goes down under a challenge from Clifton. And that's got to be a yellow card, that, for Clifton. He's done it 3 or 4 times now. But anyway. Well, you can probably hear the referee's whistle and the crowd frustrations. Referee wanting the ball played exactly where the free kick comes.
Attendance is 1,204. Thank you everyone for your brilliant support.
1,204. The attendance as Leather swings the ball into the area, headed up by O'Keefe. But it might fall here for Cottrell. Low ball through to Carver. Carver tries an effort. It's deflected on the way through for Killett to clear it away. Goes out for a Chorley throw. 8 minutes to go. Wigan double the lead at home to Southend. Here's Stephen Jordan. Low ball with a slide rule pass to Carver. Carver turning Clifton. Carver gets the ball in the area. Nobody attacking the ball for Chorley as it's Hughes on that far side. Hughes tries to chase it down, forcing the Boston man to play the ball away, and is behind for a goal kick. Burnley won, West Ham won as well in the Premier League. As we wait for the ball, hopefully the referee will stop his watch. So we're 7 minutes away, plus added time from a replay on Tuesday evening at Boston United. Of course, you'll be able to hear that one live on the YouTube channel on the Chorley FC Supporters Trust page. But here is Willis with the goal kick. High ball over the top, cleared away by Stephen Jordan. It's a throw in for Boston. In a deep position. Chorley 0, Boston United 0. About 6 and a bit minutes to go of the 90. This is Liam Wakefield taking his time for the throw. It's cleared away. It's going to be another Boston throw in the same position. Midway on this right hand side. Midway in the Chorley half. Gets it through here to Hemmings on the right hand side. Cuts the ball back. Lovely turn and drag back by Jake Cottrell. Gets the ball through to Walker, but first touch just let him down, and it's cleared forward here by Maguire. Now down the right hand side, it's left by Stephen Jordan, does well. Takes the throw in back to Matty Irwin. Irwin takes it forward, way outside of his penalty area to play the ball short to his left hand side for Stephen Jordan. Jordan lifts the ball in the area, lets loose, and it's caught in the end by Willis. Thought Carver was just going to nick in there and get on the end of it. And it still remains 0-0. It's rather like Boston to win the game here, because again, he's taking his time over this kick, George Willis, as he has done all game. And now it's with Hughes on the right hand side as Stephen Jordan won the header. Hughes takes it on here. Takes on the number 8 of Keane. Plays it short here for Challoner. Challoner gets a low cross in. It's deflected. There's a hint of a penalty, but Carver went down under a challenge. It comes behind for another goal kick for Boston United. Referee is having a word with Maguire here. Maguire stating his case. Leamington 2, York City 2. That's in the National League North as well. Wigan 3-0 now against Southend at home. So Chorley really don't want a trip to Boston on Tuesday, you feel. Boston, on the other hand, will relish it. Here is Rollins, picks up the header from Hemmings. Rollins takes it to the right hand side of the area, takes it right near the corner flag, gets a cross in, manages to get the cross in over the top of everybody, and only finds Matty Hughes then with acres of space on the right hand side to take it forward. Hughes will leave it short here for Horton. Gets inside the penalty, inside the centre circle, it's cleared away. It's gone all the way back to Matty Irwin from the tackle. It was a strong tackle, that's how good it was. Boston man, here's Stephen Jordan now. Everybody camped back for Boston as Jordan lifts the ball over the top. Again, it's nodded away and picked up though by Josh O'Keefe, and Challoner goes down the right hand side with it, crosses it in towards the back post. O'Keefe with the header, and it's into the hands of the goalkeeper. And it's that sinking feeling you get that. Well, one goal will win it for either side here.
Sponsored by Nigel Chadwick, goes to number 4, Andy T. And the supporters man of the match goes to Nick Hilton.
Rollins put it into the penalty area, goes down, but the referee again on swathe. And Stephen Jordan picks it up. Aston Villa has equalised with Slime with Hest against them. Clifton plays the ball over the top of the Chorley defence into the corner of the penalty area, but Matt Irwin takes one touch inside his area to pick the ball up. Now then, just over 2 minutes to go of 90 here. Chorley 0, Boston United 0 in the FA Cup. It's taken down here by Cottrell. Cottrell, he tries to play it into the penalty area. Oh! Walker nearly got on the end of it. Clever thinking that by Jake Cottrell. Walker just could not get that final touch. And Willis gathered the ball up. Willis plays the ball long out of his hands, but it's won back by O'Keefe. O'Keefe now will pick it up here now down the right hand side here for Walker. Walker, first time in the penalty area, and that was the trouble. Again, Willis picks it up. Well, we're going to have late drama here. Swinging towards Chorley because 11 Boston players back in their own half when Chorley have the ball. Willis swings about through it. Easily dealt with a head of leather. Walker trying to head the ball on, but it's McGowan who will play the ball away. Challoner now down the right hand side again here for Hughes. Hughes tried to take it with him, but we'll win a free kick here for the foul by Vince. Chorley quickly take it. Played short here to Leather. Gets up to the halfway line with it now. Scott Leather rolls the ball short here for Challoner now with Walker. Now with Hughes on the right hand side. Back to Scott Leather. Get the ball in, Scott Leather, come on. He does do. It's in towards the area. Ball's cleared away and it's thumped away by Vince. And it's out towards that far side for a Chorley throw in. In League 1, Oldham 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. And here is Stephen Jordan now. All ball to Blakeman, back to Stephen Jordan inside the centre circle. 15 seconds of the 90 to go. Out towards the far side now with Hughes. Hughes crossed it in. And the header from O'Keefe! Oh! Over the bar. I thought that was going to be it. He'd have the goalkeeper dive into his left hand side. 5 minutes to be added on. Chorley's best chances are going to come in these 5 minutes. We just need one to go our way. Boston manager Andy Murray's putting the fingers to the head to say concentrate here. Willis this time can't keep the ball in play from the goal kick. It's quickly taken throw from Blakeman. Now it's with Stephen Jordan behind the halfway line. Jordan swings the ball through, looking for O'Keefe on the edge of the area. It's headed away from behind him, and it's calling here to Cottrell. Ball through to Hughes. Hughes, lovely first touch, brings the ball down for him. And it's back again. Challoner plays the ball into the area. It comes off the top of Carver, off the back of him rather, as he tried to turn off the ball. And it will be a goal kick again. Stockport County 1, Blythe Spartans 2. Late winner there for Blythe. Wigan have won 3-0 at home to Southend. Here's the throw in for Chorley. Scott Leather takes it himself. Back to Irwin. Irwin takes it out of the penalty area here. Now it's with Stephen Jordan. Jordan leaves it low into the centre circle. Now Scott Leather. High ball into the penalty area. Willis will catch that one. He goes down with the ball to waste further time. And Nuneaton 2, Darlington 1. That's a full-time result in the National League North. And we're about 3 minutes to go from a replay on Tuesday evening away at Boston. 3-hour drive down. Fleetwood 2, Rochdale 2. That's a full-time in League 1. Leamington 2, York 2, Burnley 1, West Ham 1. And Swansea 2, Huddersfield 0. Blythe got a third in deep into added time at Stockport. Here's Horton. What can he do on the left-hand side here? Tries to get past Clifton. Clifton just gets in his way. He's really met his match this afternoon, Nick Horton. But Clifton gets the ball away only as far as Stephen Jordan plays the ball in. O'Keefe brings it down. Now it's with Blakeman. Blakeman turns. Blakeman on the right foot. It's blocked and it can't be picked up by Carver. And it's booted away by Hemmings, and it will be a throw in. Well, 2 minutes to go now. Keep looking at that clock. Here's Chorley on the attack. It's like they're losing at the moment, but it's still 0-0. They've got to be careful not to lose this one completely, as Leather now has the ball in towards the area. Walker tries to take it with him, and it's thumped away again inside the area by McGowan. Out towards that far side now. Oh, they've given it away, Chorley. Oh, and just as they do, Harry Vince has given it away on that far side, and Rollins gives it away himself now. And now down the right hand side here, it's going to be crossed in. Is it Cottrell gets to the right hand side? It's a goal kick. And you feel with about 1.25 minutes to go, the chances have been spurned here by Chorley. Accrington have won at home to Coventry City. Stockport 1, Blythe 3. That's a full-time result now. Blythe get a win on the road at Edgeley Park. Walsall 1, Blackpool wants a full-time 2. About 45 seconds of the added 5 minutes to go. There's going to be one last chance for Chorley to win this one deep into added time against 10-man Boston United. Here's Leather. This will raise the roof if they score. It's Walker, not the ball. Oh, and a chance. Referees with some goals for Walker climbing on the back of the Boston man as he jumped for the ball. And you probably feel that that is it. We are going to go to Boston on Tuesday evening. A trip that no one really wants to do. As Willis will take his time with his free kick. Just outside of his penalty area. Into added time of added time now. It's found touch A kick from Willis. Throw in then. Come on, just get it upfield, Scott Leather. That's what he will do. It's thumped long in towards the area. Walker tries to jump for it. It's in towards the area again. It's going to be blocked off. It's going to be a goal kick. Oh, wrong decision, referee. It looked like Wakefield played it out. There is a full-time whistle. It's all square here. Finish 0-0. Both managers shake their hands. We'll meet in the replay on Tuesday evening. And we will be there for that one. A trip that nobody wanted against 10-man Boston. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We will be with you on Tuesday evening, then at St Jakeman's Stadium, 7:45 kick-off for that one. And it's full time here in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. Chorley will be in the hat for the draw, but they have it all to do again on Tuesday evening. Join us for that one. Full time result then, Chorley 0, Boston United 0.